camera's fault. That's the windburn fault. And it's been a week and my face still really hurts. I went cross-country skiing with my mom. And I didn't cover my face, and it was a mistake. But yes, just applying the primer and the T-zone, and lately I've just been using this alone, which has been really good. And I reached the bottom, which is so hard to believe because I feel like everyone has it. No one's done that. Okay, we're moving on to foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless and the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I'm just mixing them together. I think it was like 2.5 pumps Too Faced, and then like just a dollop of the Maybelline. I'm just mixing them mostly for color matching. Also, I feel like the Too Faced one is very high coverage, so if I mix it with a little bit of a lighter coverage, kind of like dilutes it out. And I'm just gonna mix it together with this brush and pop it on my face like I normally do. And it did hurt, if you were wondering. And I'm smelling it because it kind of smelled like banana, which I thought was strange, like banana candy. But yeah, we're just putting that all over the place, and then I'm gonna beauty blend it in like always. This is the new beauty blender I got in the Sephora sale. I also used way too much foundation, which is quite typical of me, and I'm just blending it down my neck. I actually really like the Too Faced foundation. It does blend really well into like your skin, so it doesn't look like you're really wearing foundation, which is cool, but it can be a little heavy in my opinion. But it's really good. Although I don't love Too Faced as a brand. I was like giving them a second chance, and then I found out about like the All Lives Matter cake or whatever. So that's just not cute. But let's just blend the foundation. Blend the foundation. We're blending. We're doing amazing, sweetie, with that blending. Oh, don't forget your ears. You don't want red ears, because my ears are always red. And if I don't put foundation on them, it looks silly. Okay, blending. And we're blending. And we're still blending. Okay, moving on. We're doing concealer. I just used my CoverGirl concealer. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Oh, there we go. The True Blend Undercover concealer in the shade L700. I really like this concealer. It's like my favorite concealer ever. It's just like matte, but it doesn't get cakey, which I really like. So I'm just putting it on my chin, under my nose, no, under my eyes, on my nose, and on my cupid's bow. I really like the shade. I love everything about this concealer, and I just always keep going back to it. It's just my old faithful. And then yeah, let's blend it in. Blending. So much blending. Anyways, I really like my new nude beauty blender. It was working lovely. And just to blend everything in, all I'm doing is blending. We're blending, and we're blending some more. Okay, when am I gonna stop blending? Blending. blush brush for this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been loving this bronzer lately just because it's winter now. I know it's still fall, but it snowed like 30 centimeters the other day, okay? It's winter in my opinion, and I'm pale, so I've just been loving this because it's a light shade and I can kind of just add some dimension in, but not looking too bronzy, because I have no right looking this bronzy in November in Canada. It's not happening, and there's no way I traveled anywhere, so yeah. Oh, and I was complaining about my arms hurting because I shoveled a bunch of snow yesterday. Well, the day before I filmed this, because again, wicked snowstorm. It was crazy. So we're gonna move on to contour, and I'm just using my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills contour, light to medium, and I'm using those two shades. I don't use the other one; it's just too muddy on me. I use it as eyeshadow sometimes, but yeah, I've just been lightly contouring lately. I don't know. I've been weirdly liking the way my face already is, so I've just been doing a little bit of a contour. But yeah, normal contour things, and then just a little bit under the chin for some definition. I want to look like a skinny queen, so yeah. And then I'm just gonna take my little brush and go under my lip to look pouty, and I'm gonna contour my nose. As always, nothing new here. I really like to contour my sockets, if that makes sense. I like to make my eyes look more deep set. I got this tip from Sandra Deluxe actually, and I really love it. Really changed my eye game, in my opinion. If you already have deeper set eyes, you probably think that I'm crazy for wanting to look like that, but yeah, I just feel like it adds a lot to my face. So and I for some reason contoured my upper lip. I must have been wanting to feel like I had voluptuous lips, which I don't. They're nothing to write home about. Anyways, just gonna do some highlighting with the I think I was saying that they're so good or something. I don't remember. I just mix the yellow and the pink shade together to contour my eyes and blend out that nose contour a little bit. I did have some bad deep dark circles because, I'm just always tired. And then I had to put some on my chin and my forehead. I like to have this on. Oh, never mind. We're gonna move on to my Revlon highlighter here. I got this from my subscriber. She sent it to me. If you guys saw that video, I've been really loving it. What is this called? It's the Revlon highlighter. I can't remember what it's called, and I don't know where it is right now, but I'll put it in the description box. I've been really loving this shade lately. Just doing some contouring. I'm contouring my cheeks. This contour is just a pretty gold, and I don't know, it's been really doing it for me. I also haven't been highlighting my forehead. I've just been doing my cheeks and my nose, and my cupid's bow, but I've just been, I don't know, I have let my natural oils come out and pretend like it's highlighter later in the day. Yeah, I don't know, just haven't been highlighting my forehead. And we're gonna move on to the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush in the shade Summer Breeze. And I think I was laughing at myself because, and I dropped it, but I was laughing at myself because I was using a shade called Summer Breeze, and there was a snowstorm, and I thought it was funny. But we're just gonna use an angled brush, and I put on a lot of blush. I love blush. Blush is the greatest. And also it fades really fast, so if you put on a bunch, then you just always have blush on, which is dope. So yeah, I just like to kind of pat it on my cheeks. I just like looking cold, so yeah, blush is great. Okay, and don't forget the nose, don't forget the chin, and don't forget the forehead. Marilyn Monroe, I used to put blush on her forehead, so it's the thing to do, Hot girls put blush on their forehead, rumor has it. So okay, so I'm just gonna cut out my contour a little bit with my face powder, just clean it up. I personally really like this trick. I don't like to use loose powder because it can be very harsh, but if you kind of just use the powder you used on your face, and sort of blend it, it just cleans it up. And yeah, here I am just filling in my mole on my face. I don't know if anyone knew I had that, but I fill it in just just need to shape them most of the time. But I like to make sure that the color is like evenly distributed through the brow, just so there's like, you know, they don't look weird, even though sometimes I still think it looks weird when you can see the part that I drew on. But yeah, and then I'm just moved on to the other side. And yeah, I used to have like the worst brows, and it was like super hard for me to draw them on. But since I switched to this, it's been a lot easier that I'm just kind of like extending the one part, and that's kind of it. It doesn't actually take me very long to do my brows, which is a blessing. I absolutely hate it when I had to stand there or like sit there for like 20 minutes trying to make them even though today they weren't like great, but I went with them anyway, and I like stepped back because I was just so confused. They weren't the best, but eyebrows aren't twins, they're sisters. So we're moving on to eyeshadow now. Exciting times. I'm just putting some more concealer on my eyelid, and I'm blending it out with a little fluffy brush. I used to always set my eyelids before eyeshadow, but I don't do it anymore because the quality of eyeshadow has gone up, so you don't really need to. But alright, we're using the Morphe 3503 palette, and I'm just using that orange shade and a big fluffy brush. It's a Morphe M503 or something like that. I can't quite remember, but I'm just packing it all over the lid and blending it out. We're going for a little orange smoky eye today. I wasn't planning on doing the look that I did. It kind of just turned out the way that it did, which is fine. So I like to really pack the color on and gently blend and create the shape that I want. And yeah, I don't set my eyelid, so then it's like the color payoff is better, especially when I'm just doing a look like this where it's just like a couple of colors. It's nothing too big, so then it just, yeah, it's nice, and bam, there's a color. And I spend a really long time blending out my eyeshadow. I think that's the best tip I can give for eyeshadow is blend, 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 blend. Makeup's all about blending. Once you realize that it's all about blending, everything's okay. Like, you've got it under control. This orange shade wasn't quite the shade that I wanted it to be, but once I put it on, I was kind of thinking, like, there's no going back. Like, we're committing, so we committed, which it turned out pretty good actually. So it's no big deal. Yeah. So I've just been doing this sort of eye style a lot lately. Oh, okay, never mind. We're moving on to the ABH Norvina Collection Volume 3 palette. And I'm gonna take an orange shimmery shade. I'll show you in a second. Yes. I think that one. It's See Something, I believe. And I'm just gonna take it on my finger and pat it all over my eye. Oh, I'm showing you this shade, even though I'm literally gonna put it on my eye. But yeah, with like these kind of looks, I've been doing it a lot lately, and I like the way it complements my eye shape a lot more than the cut crease and wing liner I used to always do. I don't know, I just had a change of heart, and now I love this eye look, and it's super easy, and I think it's really pretty, and I think it looks pretty good on everyone. So yeah, I just tap it in with my finger to get the most sparkle. It's super easy. It looks super intimidating, but because it's like orange and orange, it's super easy to kind of blend together. So yeah, then I'm just going back in and blending this shimmer into the crease a little bit, so it's not like super direct. And I'm going back into my highlighter just to highlight my inner corner, my brow bone. I usually just use the same highlighter I used on my face for these things. I don't know, I think I just like the continuity of it all, and I like a really blinding inner corner. I've also been doing like just a teeny bit under my brow lately, just for a little pop. Not a lot of pop, just a little pop. So that's what's up. And I always like to re-highlight my nose when I do my inner corner and my cupid's bow, just for a little pizzazz. So I'm gonna throw on some setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. I like to put on setting spray, and then I like to blow dry my hair, which I'm gonna proceed to do. I also like half blow dry my face. I have this weird theory that it potentially makes the setting spray work better, but I'm not sure. I just like to make sure that my face is dry because I have a really bad forehead wrinkle. I've always had it, and if I blow dry my setting spray, then it doesn't crease on me. And you can see how bad my roots are. But anyways, another tip I'm gonna share with you guys: when on days where I just condition, I don't shampoo or whatever, I like to blow dry, then add dry shampoo. I'm using my favorite Dove Volume spray it all on my roots. I spray it everywhere, just to evenly get it all up in my roots, and then I re-blow dry, and then you don't get that powdery feeling of having dry shampoo in your hair. The heat really helps, and it helps add a little extra volume. So that's my tip to you, even though Brad Mondo is the one that told me about it. And anyways, I'm just brushing out my hair after I blow dry it, and then we're gonna continue on with the makeup. I just thought that was a fun little thing I could add. So I'm just adding on some eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D Vegan Beauty Trooper Liner, and I'm popping on my Sephora Craze lashes. I didn't film it because it went from bad to worse, and it took me so long to get them on. It was a disaster. But then I'm just gonna throw in some bottom mascara. It's the Maybelline Great Lash for me. I also threw in my e.l.f. brow gel, and yeah, I just take forever to do my bottom lashes. It's fine though. And then I'm just gonna go back over with my eyeliner over the lash glue, just so it's not sticky and everything's even, and just them fine-tuning details, that's what I love. And then we're gonna go into, what did I go into? Oh, my NYX Sugar Glass Lip Liner, and I need to sharpen it. As always, I need to sharpen it. I need to sharpen it like every single day. I've been really loving this lip liner. I love the lip liners specifically, but specifically this shade has been my fave lately. I don't know. I guess I bumped you, so I moved the camera. But anyways, I'm just gonna do my lip line, and yeah, there's not much to say about that. I always overline my lip, and everyone tells me I need to stop because my lips are fine the way they